Come back! Come back! Come back here! Help! Help me! You! Jack Grant!
To have gained a place in the college, and then to fritter it away so stupidly. What on earth possessed you?
I'm sorry, sir.
That's not good enough, I'm afraid. Not at your age. You're a man now, after all, not a boy. I can't tell you how to lead your own life. Your mother and I have tried to teach you what we believe to be right and honorable. But the living of your life is up to you. We've given the matter much thought, and we feel it would be best for you to go away.
Away?
Young men often find it invaluable to spend a year or two abroad. It strengthens the character, gives you a new experience of life, makes you more independent. One of your mother's cousins has a farm in Western Australia. He will give you work.
He's a good man, kindly. He will look after you.
I've arranged for a lawyer called Mr. George to meet you in Fremantle. I will pay your traveling expenses, but nothing more. From now on, you must stand on your own 2 feet.
Welcome to Australia, my boy. The warmest of welcomes.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, is this yours?
Yes.
The four-wheeler next. Well, how's your mother and father?
Well?
My word, you're very like him, aren't you? Oh, the spitting image, as they say, right extraordinary. Of course, I've known your father for years, long before you were born. But I knew your mother better. Come along. Prettiest young woman in Western Australia. She was one of our homegrown flowers, was your dear mother. And I never saw a rose in England that could touch her. Everything you see was built with convict labor. The first thing the old world had to ship to the new world was its sins. The first shipments were of sinners. What were you sent out for?
To go on the land, sir. Did my father tell you?
Tell me what?
He...
Say nothing. Your father made no mention of anything. You tell me when you know me if you like. You're not called upon to indict yourself. Forget it. Just a silly joke of mine. You came out to go on the land you shall. That's why you're off to Wandoo.
Wandoo?
The Ellis's place. They're kinsmen of yours, the Ellises. And of mine, too. We're all related in clans and cliques and gangs out here. Your mother belongs to the Ellis clan. Fine home farm, not too far. Ellis will be superb.
Mary? Mary, they're here.
Thank you, driver. Thanks.
Isn't he handsome? A real beau.
Well, come along, my boy. We're home at last. I'm sure you're looking forward to a rest.
I suppose you're cousin Jack?
Yes,
Well, we decided to call you Beau, haven't we, Mary? John's too stiff and Jack's too common. Beau's your name out here.
This young lady is Monica Ellis. You'll be staying with her family at Wandoo. And this is my niece, Mary.
You must be feeling hungry. Everything's ready. We can eat whenever you like.
Mary is the practical member of the family, a marvel. I'd be lost without her. Don't blush, child, you know it's true. Take Jack up to his room. Want to rest before supper. Where's your father? Is he back yet?
Yes, I think he just...
Here I am. Well, there's no mistaking you, Jack Grant.
Mr. Ellis, how do you do, sir?
Did you ever see a boy that looked more like his father?
Indeed, I did not.
We've christened him Beau because of his long eyelashes.
Now stop flirting, Monica, and behave yourself. You've had a long journey. You must be tired.
Just a little, sir.
Come along. I'll show you to your room.
Tell Alice to put the kettle on. I'm aching for a cup of tea. Well, did you see the doctor? What did he say?
He says my heart's all wrong, but he can't tell how bad it is.
Do you mind if I call you Beau? You must tell me if you do. There are plenty of Jacks, after all. Only one Beau. I hope you'll be happy at Wandu. I'm sure you will be. Just think, this time tomorrow you'll be there. Pa wants to leave at first light, so you'll be there in the evening. I shall stay here with Mary for a few days. And Tom will fetch me next week, or perhaps the week after. Tom's my brother. You like him. He's about the same age as you. He's the eldest, and then there's Lenny, and Katie, and Og and Magog. Quite a crowd of us. And what about you? Do you come from a big family?
No, just me.
And your parents?
Well, they go abroad a lot.
Well, you find it very different at Wandu.
I'd like to get washed now.
Yes, of course. Well, I'll see you at dinner.
Likely enough, young lad.
Know anything about farming?
That's for you to find out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought...
What? My fault entirely. I should have told you not to dress.
Oh, funny. Wait on.
Oh, perhaps I...
Now, pay no attention to Monica. She has a great sense of fun, but no tact. Isn't that so, my dear? Now, what part of the bird would you like, Jack?
What about bread? I'm sure Jack eats bread with his meat. Fetch some bread, would you, Alice?
Beau. His name's Beau. Don't call him Jack.
Now leave the boy alone, Monica. He's just come halfway around the world. The least we can do is give him a chance to settle down.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't mean to be cruel.
Thank you.
Are you asleep? You'll be leaving early. I may not see you. Good luck. And God be with you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you listen to me, young Jack Grant, and remember what I say. This is a great big country where an honest man can go his own way to the back of beyond if he wants. But the minute He starts to go crooked or slack, the country breaks him. It breaks him. And he's neither fit for God nor man anymore. You beware of this country, my boy. Don't try to play larks with it. It's a great big country. And it needs men. Men, not wasters. You can go your own way and do what you want. Take up land, go on a sheep station, lumber. Try the gold fields if you want. But whatever you do, live up to your fate like a man. And always keep square with yourself. Never mind other people. You keep square with yourself.
Evening, Esau.
Light. What's this in you? Made no fancy dress party.
Oh, Jack Grant. Jack, this is my brother's boy, Esau.
Monica's not with you then?
She's staying a while in Perth.
She said she'd be coming back with you.
She's changed her mind. Are you not having supper?
I've eaten already.
Esau's father died some years ago. He and his 3 brothers run their place now. The Reds, we call them. All got red hair.
Hey. Take care, Pomegranate. You don't want to get that suit of yours dirty.
Well, here he is. This is Jack Grant.
I'm pleased to meet you all. How do you do?
You're very welcome, Jack. That's Tom over there, and Lenny. The twins are of a Magog, named after giants because they're so small. And this is Katie.
Ah, you'll never remember all those names. Here, give me your coat.
Let me. Dear me. These clothes of yours are soaking wet.
We hit a real bad storm up near Darlington.
You'd best go to bed when you've had your supper. Tom will look after you. I knew your grandfather, Jack Grant. Dipple of a man he was. Cut off my leg. Wouldn't let me die when I wanted to die. Cut it off without a murmur. No chloroform.
Is it true what Gran said about your grandfather?
Well, he certainly was a surgeon captain. Came here 50 years ago, thereabouts.
That's your mother's side of the family, right? Your dad, he's what? General or something? Very grand, eh? Ain't that right? You know, I can't help feeling you must have done something pretty bad for him to send you way out here.
I was sent out here to work, and I'll work hard. You've no need to worry on that score.
Just don't forget to say your prayers.
Yeah. Gran's onto us right cruel if everyone don't say their prayers.
Say your prayers and be a good little boy, and you'll grow up to be just like your father.
Your dad, he's what? General or something? Very grand, eh?
Come on, look slippy. It's time to get up.
Thanks.
Pleasure, my lord. What's the matter? Ain't you hungry? Give it to me then.
Put it back. Jack needs his breakfast. Don't be so greedy.
Here. Go clear the chooks out of Ma's garden, then go and help Lenny with the milking.
Come, shoot. Shoot, shoot. Come, 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 shoot.
What do you want?
Tom says I've got to help you.
Oh, all right then.
Look,
What?
I've never done it.
Never done what?
Milked a cow.
You ain't never milked a cow before?
No.
But they said you was at college, learning to be a farmer.
No.
Well, that's what they said.
No, I was learning to be a veterinarian, an animal doctor.
So you ain't never worked on a farm before? Milking a cow's easy.
Right.
Come on. Grip at the top so it doesn't go back up.
These sacks need mending. Fine needle and twine in here.
A bull again?
No, heifer. Little beauty she is.
Oh, good.
Hey, you ain't gonna be a farmer.
Don't speak with your mouth full.
What'd you say, Len?
Him. He ain't gonna be a farmer like you said. He's gonna be a veterinarian.
He's what?
An animal doctor.
Yeah, I'll do it. Kiss the reins. Take this and go muck out the stable. Esau?
Tom? Monica back yet?
Not till next week.
Is everything all right?
Could be worse.
How's that young Pommy Grant?
Mucking out. It's about all he's good for.
See ya.
I hope you'll be happy at Wandu. I'm sure you will be.
Stop the racket. What does he do?
He teaches me and Katie. A rum sort of doc he is, too. Never there when he's wanted. But he's a real doctor, all right. Signs death certificates, no questions asked. He could do a murder. If you're on the right side of him, you'd never be hung. He'd say the corpse died of natural causes or something.
That's all he does, is it? Teach you your lessons?
He looks after Gran, helps keep her alive.
Is she very old?
As good as a corpse, I reckon. She don't want to die. She put on grandfather's grave. Left desolate, but not without hope. So they all thought she'd get married again. But she never did. Never. Did you used to go to one of them English schools? Yes. Ever wear a bell topper?
Once or twice.
Gosh, might never go to school, God help me. Oh, I mean, look at Dr. Rackett. School, Cambridge, comes into money. He wastes it. Wastes his life away. The only useful thing he ever does is teaching me. He's got a sin. Don't know what it is, but it's rotting his soul away.
Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
So what's up then? Feeling homesick. Seems funny to me, your mum and dad sending you all this way from home.
Oh, they thought it would do me good.
Can't see why. I mean, if you want to be an animal doctor, why couldn't you have done it back home in England?
Oh, there'd been a spot of trouble. I was in disgrace.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, you know, playing the fool, annoying people, that sort of thing.
Like what?
Well, it was an old fellow at college. One of the teachers. We didn't like him. Stupid old fellow, we thought. So one night, we crept into the place where they kept all the dead animals, the animals we studied, you see. And we, got a bucket full of blood and stuff, and we, emptied it all over him.
You emptied all over him? Oh, yuck.
The only trouble was he'd got a dicky heart, and we didn't know. He damn nearly died of fright.
You're a good bloke, Jack. I'm glad you came.
Your brother Tom doesn't think that, though, does he? He doesn't like me at all. Does he?
Oh, he thinks you're a bit of a flash spark. You know, a dicky toff. He doesn't like people who start getting sidey and putting on jam and such like.
I'm no flash spark.
Well, that's what I tried to tell him.
What did he say?
He clipped me around the ear.
Right. Today we'll do some other. Here! Ma's getting short of kindling. You better go chop some logs for us.
Well, how many?
What?
How many logs shall I chop up?
Many as you can. Should have stacked them in the barn. No hard feelings?
Pack him in! Pack him in! Keep him coming, Steve!
What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing, really. It's all new to me. This kind of family life. All these brothers and sisters. It's like a tribe, isn't it? It's like belonging to a very special tribe. My mother and father are always going abroad. They left me at home in England. Lots of people to look after me. Nurses, nannies, tutors. But no family. You're lucky.
Ma ain't my real ma, you know. See, Dad wandered off. He's gone for years. Nobody knows where he went or what he did. When he come back, he brought me wrapped in a blanket. That's all I know about me. Don't know who I am or where I sprung from. Dad, he never lets on. He come back with a bit of money, so Gran made him marry Ma to mind me. She says I was such a squalling little grub and that I ought to be brought up decent. So Ma did it. I wish I knew who she was. My real mother.
Well, does it matter?
Of course it matters. Nobody's ordinary to their mother. But I'm ordinary to everybody. I wish I wasn't.
Manure. That's what's wanted. Dead men in the sand. Dead men's bones in the gravel. That's what'll ripen this earth. People you bury in it. Only good fertilizer. Dead men are like seeds in the ground. The sort of man we need, Jack.
Well,
Smart at your studies, were you?
I was good at scripture and Shakespeare, but none of the other things. I was captain of the first football 11 and not bad in front of the sticks. And I took the long-distance running cup a year underage.
You did, eh?
Well, I'm only telling you because you asked me.
When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood it as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now shall I know, even as also I am known.
Though they be but lowly pale and plain folk, I am far beyond the sea, but my head will ever be at home in dear old Scotland, where my aim folk. How's that?
Beautiful. And there's something puzzling me, Tom.
What's that?
I can't make out why I don't feel homesick anymore. I felt so bad when I first got here. I thought I'd never get over it. But now... well, I don't feel anything, really. I don't even think of England as home.
Probably because your ma was born here. Australia's in your blood.
Could be.
I'm going to Perth tomorrow. Did Lenny tell you?
No, what for?
To get Monica. Be back in a couple of days. Do you like Monica?
Well, I don't really know her.
Oh, she's all right. Bit wild, though. Difficult.
What, how do you mean?
Oh, you know, moody. I pity the poor bloke who marries her. He's going to be in for a hell of a time. But Mary, she's something special. A girl in a million, Mary. Or perhaps you don't care for female company.
Of course I do.
Did you have a sweetheart back in England?
No, not me. I don't think I'm the marrying kind. Come on, girl. Come on, this way. Come on. That's the way.
You ain't half getting in trouble if she finds out.
Who?
Gran.
Finds out about what?
Last night, when you went to bed. I was still awake and I watched you. You didn't say your prayers.
You going to tell her?
You ought to say your prayers, Jack. God won't like it if you don't.
Oh, and who's going to tell him? Are you?
Hush, Jack, don't say things like that.
What is God, anyway?
Crikey, what sort of daft question is that?
It's not daft at all. I'd like to know the answer.
Stop joking. You know what God is.
Well, tell me.
God is law. God is higher than anything. Higher than the law of the land, even.
Says who?
You tell me then.
Well, I don't know. And that's the truth. I don't know what God is. I've thought about it a lot. And I reckon the answer's a deal more frightening than you or I can imagine.
Frightening? Why frightening?
Hey, Jack, I want you to go to the Red's place when you've done milking. Stevie's brought in the post. There's a couple of letters for Esau.
What brings you over here?
Mr. Ellis sent me over with the mail.
Right.
Come on.
What do you want to go wearing that Hyde Park costume out here for?
Well, I've nothing else to ride in.
Can't you ride in trousers?
I can't keep them over my knees yet.
You better learn smart and lively. Keep them down and your socks up. See, they gave you old Barney to ride, eh? Lenny used to ride him when he was just a toddler. Reckon you can manage him all right, eh? Not too frisky for you?
I'm a damn good rider.
You don't know what riding means.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I'm as good a rider as anyone around here. Will you bring me your horse and I'll prove it to you?
Hey, boys, come and listen to this. Young Pommy Grant reckons he's a bit of a champ with the horses. Shall we see what he's like?
Let's see him ride Black Billy.
No. Put him on the grey for 5 minutes.
What about Stampede?
Not Stampede, Esau.
It's his neck, not yours. You can always say no. Well, what's it gonna be?
Well, let's have a look at him. Steady, boy, steady. Open the gate! Open the gate!
What's wrong? Don't worry. You'll be all right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, easy, easy. You! Mr. Grant, your horse. Carry that bally saddle home.
Esau! Come quick. Herbert's hurt real bad.
Put him in there.
Careful, I'll be...
What's the racket?
What's the racket? What's the racket? A man's been hurt. We need your help. Oh, they are sticking now. Where's that doctor?
Not here.
Oh, damn him to hell! You, come here. Take his arm. Now, steady, mate. Steady. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's real sick, Esau.
Shut your mouth. Talking won't help. You bloody young fool, can't you hold him? Get out of it.
Don't do that, you'll hurt him.
Shut up. Get out of it.
Don't listen to him, Esau.
Haven't you done enough for one day?
Try to calm him. You're making it worse.
Get him out of here.
He may be right. Well, it's worth a try, isn't it? If he thinks he can help, it's worth a try.
All right. All right. If you think you can do it, then damn well do it. You just pray to God he gets better.
Do you want any help?
If I do, I'll give you a shout.
All right.
Easy, keep quiet, old man.
I'll try to make you more comfortable. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tie your arm and leg down to the bed. The convulsions won't be so bad then. It'll be easier for you.
You're much like your grandfather. Much like him. A stocky, stubborn man as didn't say much, but dared do anything. And he never had a son. Hard as nails, the man was. You're kinder, though. You've a kinder heart. Suppose that's from your English father. Folks are tough in Australia. Tough as whip leather. Only one thing matters. Trust yourself, Jack Grant. Earn a good opinion of yourself. Never mind other folk. Only got to live once. You know, when your spirit glows, trust that. It's you. It's the spirit of God in you. Trust in that. You'll never grow old. Monica should be back soon. And Mary will be here at New Year. She's a good girl. A good child. She's the one you ought to marry. Mary's the one. Make up your mind to it.
Hurry up, there's supper waiting inside. There's been an accident, bad.
What happened?
Red Herbert.
When was this?
Yesterday. Come on, I'll tell you inside.
What is it? What's the matter? Oh, God, don't die, Herbert, don't die. Come back, come back, Herbert. Come back, Herbert. Come back, Herbert. Don't die, come back.
Come back, Herbert, he said. And as he spoke, the lad's face began to change. His color in his cheeks. His fingers started to move. He was alive again. He'd come back, just as Jack had begged him to.
Gran told us what you did. You saved his life.
Your view